Today I want to address something that is really close to my heart. Lean does not equal cost cutting. So let me tell you one more time. Lean does not equal cost cutting. When I interact with a new organization, a new client, I immediately notice what kind of exposure they've had to lean. You have these plans where they look like, oh nice. And it's correlated with shop floor involvement, doing things together, making things simpler, and at least doing projects that do not last like years, but have like clear goals and a beginning and an end. And most importantly, they do not associate the lean with the way their typical IT or safety projects are run. There are also plans where they seem to recoil just at the mention of the word lean or Kaizen. So project leads and site directors issue stark warnings about using those words. And they tell me that those words are associated with colleagues that have lost their jobs, cost cutting in maintenance through outsourcing, and these centralization things that had left them struggling to keep their plant running and also safe. What we do then is we rename the Kaizen into Project Focus Week. And of course we execute it exactly in the same way. What's in the name? But those negative reactions explain why combining safety with lean is still new to people. They ask, why would you want to save cost on something that is priority number one? Applying lean to safety seems to indicate to them that we're about to cut corners and make the process less strong. The essence of lean has always been how to deliver more value to the customer with more speed. In many cases, you will need to invest instead of cost cutting to get there. Let's look at a very practical example about this. The management of change process is a way of working to ensure that any changes that might be made to the plant equipment, resourcing like raw materials, or the plant organization itself are checked for possible safety, environmental, health, or quality risks. It is, in essence, a barrier to prevent that a change that might look great and promising has negative side effects. After a site takes control of this process, it will start to generate some KPI data, and it could show that there's a particular peak in the state of risk assessment. So this is the phase where changes are analyzed on their impact on hazards and for disciplines. It's very easy to spot the waste type unevenness right away. There's just a lot of work inventory in that state. And another way of looking at it is it's just a pile of valuable ideas that are waiting for execution. Waiting as in not delivering value right now. One way to approach this would be cost cutting. We would create like a max on the amount of the ideas that can be sent in, or we could find some cheap resources to replace the ones currently doing the risk assessment. But remember that the management of change process is a crucial step in the plant's innovation process. And the ideas that run through there are meant to create value. Value from the MOC process can mean like lower energy consumption because you had some smart saving ideas, less use of raw materials because you eliminate some waste, possibilities to create higher quality that actually will generate higher prices in the market, or maybe even reducing safety and environmental risks to reduce those incidents and even get lower insurance premiums. Therefore, it might be a very sensible idea to increase the cost of the MOC and therefore create some flow in the process. Flow that will enable a plant to select and evaluate good ideas and do as many as possible of them. Reduce those work inventory and the unevenness. Reduce the opportunity loss of good ideas sitting somewhere on a shelf. Thus, creating a lot of value but increasing cost and investments. Lean is not about cost cutting.